folks, welcome back to an episode of Thames FC with me, Dr. Benji FM, and just before we get going, I'm deciding whether we should train properly Liam Denan to play as the shadow striker. He's done it in the last few games, got 1 assist in those 2 games, but it's not going brilliantly, and he's not scored for, well, he's not scored. So with 2 games coming up today, he won't be starting, but I'm just wondering, maybe that'll be his calling at last. But his passing is, loads of it's a problem. But since we last met in that FA Cup 4th round quarter-final, you saw on Tuesday a 3-0 win against Dorchester, a really comfortable 3-0 win, and then 2 back-to-back draws, 1-1 and 2-2. Not ideal. Chris Day got a hat-trick in the first one. Jack Hallahan's got 3 in the last 2. And actually, Jack Hallahan has scored more goals in his first 18 games for us this season than he had done in our previous season, the last couple of seasons at least. But it seems to be getting better. Like the higher up the divisions we go, the better he's doing. So credit to him. Well, thank you very much, Jack. Appreciate the work. And 7.22 from him. And the midfield themselves actually are playing very, very well so far this year. If actually bringing to the tactic screen again instead. Goal scorers. Jack Hallahan's got 7. Andy Douglas has got 4 in there. Des Wilson's got a couple when he plays. And hopefully we continue that. I like to see it. Clark Slocum and Friars have been getting in the goals as well, as you saw Chris Day. And if this carries on, I mean, we might have midfielders outscoring strikers. Today, then, we are going to instead, though, put Mark Miles up top through the middle. He's going to be our main man. Hopefully, can get in the goals for us today. Playing as the poacher on an attack duty. Everything else remains the same. Let's do it. There'll be a few people saying, why don't you play Luke Bruce in the shadow striker role and play strikerless, but he's already contributing quite enough. I think there's still room for him to grow. Still 16. We don't have to rush him into it quite yet. And hopefully continuing to improve. So today then, we are playing Chelmsford in the Manorama South, Stevenage in the FA Cup first round. We are sitting second in the league table. If it comes up for me, there it is. 35 points, just a point behind Brackley. But you can see there, Chelmsford 32. A win for them today may well see them go above us. So we've got to be at it. Andy Douglas, though, highest average rating in the league so far, looking good. I've been rotating the middle 3, though, quite a lot. He's not played every single game, but when he has played, he's done pretty well. A shout out to Steve Foster, who, I've talked about the goal scoring midfielders. He's not done that so much, but what I will say for him is he's got a 7.50. Good performances every single game he seems to play, so keep going, Stevie boy. Again, but rotation, you saw there 7 games for him. We've played a lot more than that. Right, then they're playing a 4-4-2. Hooper and Coyle up front, and they're really good. He's on loan from Dundee, and he's pretty average, whereas he's on loan, or he's not on loan, sorry, he's actually playing for them, and he's not bad at all. Jerry Coyle, Hooper and Coyle up front, crime-fighting duo. Okay, the games are underway. We're in our 2 dimensions, and feeling 2 dimensions. Can we win the game, please? But it's an important stage of the season now. I want to have a little bit of an FA Cup run if we can, but Stevenage is going to be very tough as Hallett there. I mean, let's talk about it. Great save from Tony Hallett. Who knew? One day I will accidentally put Hammer in goal and Hallett will be at right back because their names are so similar. I just won't notice. So far in this one, though, it's all Chelmsford. As Coyle goes through, just shoots wide, but danger. And actually, from that shot, we're going to have the goal kick, starting with Tony Hallett in goal, and now the midfield get their chance to make their mark on this game. Foster, he's got the run out wide of him, but no, doesn't quite find it. Douglas, though, finds Friars with a lovely delivery. Miles is there. Oh, he's miles wide. That was a great opportunity. He should be scoring it. It's a poacher's chance. So far, they've been pretty dominant in the game. Possession-wise, we're not controlling this by any level, but it's a free kick. Douglas puts it in. Friars at the front post, is it? It is. Goal kick, just wide, but so far, 2 good headed chances. I've got to say, we've not had the most chances or the most possession, and Stevie Foster's picked up an injury. Well, that's not too bad, actually. Wilson can come straight in and play, but as we get to half-time, Hallett launches it forward again, and it'll be about this second ball. Can we win it back from them as it's launched forward, and that will give us the possession back, but we're going to have to kick it long again, which I don't love. As actually, Friars is on that. Great first touch. Out to his left-hand side. Ball played in. Cleared just about. Hallahan's there to pick up the pieces, though. Now Foster out to Clark Slocum. This delivery's bound to be good. And it is. Douglas, he scores again. I tell you what, Andy Douglas is surprising me more than anybody else. I mean, I've said there's rotation been going on, but if he keeps doing this sort of thing, how can I drop him? It's sort of where he has a couple of games where I want to get a bit more creativity in there, but I tell you, every time he plays, he's stepping up. Andy Douglas, he's sort of been a hidden man of this series so far, but he's playing extraordinarily well. And gives us the 1-0 lead as we get into half-time. Now, Foster is struggling. I think he's got a bandage on his head. Now, if that's correct, it looked like he did in the replay, a potential head injury, he can play on. It doesn't affect his legs. Right, you've played well so far. Still room for improvement. They like that. I'm going to keep with that and get back out there. Right then, how are we going to get on? Second half, and a highlight very early doors. I mean, it's interesting defending. Pring is in our backline today. Togwell obviously has missed out. He's on the bench as it's put forward towards Miles, and he gets on it. Miles now. That's more than Miles wide. Marathons, we should call him. Now Friars has picked up a knock. Now we've got 2 players who are struggling a little bit. Lower leg injury for him. I'm not going to take any more chances. We've got a cup game coming up. I don't really want him to be injured for that. Day's going to come in. He got a hat-trick in a recent game, playing in a position he's not comfortable. So let's imagine what he can do. Now he's a bit more comfortable. Now he's played it a little bit as the corner comes in for them. And actually it could be a chance for Chelmsford. They're working it relatively nicely. Can we get out and close this down? We do. Day, well, his first involvement and a fantastic bit of defensive work. The ball forward, though, not his best work, but Hallahan will cut that out. And now, ball over the top perhaps, or will Clark Slocum run at this back line? He's having to turn, go backwards. But some nice composed play from us. And now Foster's on it towards Clark Slocum. Not his best work. And all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now, our shape here is actually pretty good. There's not too many places for them to pick out. But the long ball goes forward. And the header down's good. And, well, Hooper lashes one at goal. This is an away game. So we'll take anything we can get here against a fellow top 7 rival. And you can see there, if we win this, the gap will extend to 5 points as it stands. But Chelmsford aren't done yet. Cole, right side, ball put into the middle, cleared away again, taps there. I do wonder if we need someone a little bit further forward to put pressure on this, because every time we lose the ball, oh, it's off the post and in. That looked a little bit fortunate. I'm just wondering if we need an attacking midfielder or someone playing a little bit more advanced in this area to pick up the ball to help bring it forward, because at the moment there's a massive disconnect between our midfield and our striker. Edgley there, knocks it down, first time finish, and Hallett beaten. I mean, there's another highlight straight after the goal. Well, if we get the goal, we might think about that change that we just mentioned. Douglas is there, gives it over to Day again, and can we bounce back straight away and get back in? We'll get back into the lead, I should say. Falls to Day, who's in goal scoring form recently, but it's cleared up towards Mallon, and the header down to the goal scorer, and now we could be in a spot of bother. We were in the lead for so long, and now Call on this right hand side causing problems. The ball's put into the centre. Oh, Hallett, oh God, I don't know. Feel a little bit hard done by in this one. Maybe I should have changed it a bit before that, but you were in the lead. We looked pretty comfortable. We were having the better chances, in my opinion, and now this. All right, there's not long to go. I think we're going to make that change. Douglas has had a good game. We don't really want to take him out. Foster's a bit struggling with a bit of an injury. So Douglas will go back to his more suited role. And then we'll bring on Brucey Boy to play in behind Miles. I don't love the shadow strikers behind strikers this year. Miles has had a shocker, by the way. Let's just get him off and bring Danan on. Danan comes on as well then as he advances forward. Might give Brucey a little bit more space, but some changes at the top. Let's see if it makes an impact or a difference. But actually, as a sale of this, I should have paused the game. Call goes through, plays it back across, and we get it clear. Okay, come on then. Can we get a late goal or something? We'll go a little bit more attacking. Actually, with 5 minutes to go, we'll go a little bit more direct as well. Less retaining of the possession. We've got wingers. We've got Danan up there as well, running into the channels. Can we get the breakthrough? I feel pretty gutted about this one. I think that's going to be that. 2-1 defeat, and I was getting excited for a brief moment there about the possibility of a gap of 5 points. That gap is now 1 point, and I don't even think we've played that bad. I mean, some players' performance there haven't been that good. I think that's fair to say, but on the balance of what we saw, they just had a spell of 3 minutes where they got 2 goals. We didn't see all that much more out of them. A few pot shots here and there. I don't know. It's hard to. I don't really know. As an away performance, that was pretty much perfect. We just didn't win. I guess that'll happen sometimes. 73 and 74, like, I don't know. Should I have been a bit more defensive, maybe, like in the second half? Should I be setting up a little bit more reserved? I don't know. Anyway, we can get Stevie Foster to play through it. 500 quid, that's a lot to us. And Friars is going to be out for a couple of days as well. We'll see if those boys recover then in time for this game coming up in the FA Cup. Stevenage, it's a big one. Right, see you in a couple of days, so I'll see you in a moment. I think the problem out of that last game is that the goals were so close together that it was too quick to almost make a change. I could have made a change, I guess, as soon as that first one went in. And even then, they might have still got the goal. I don't know. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. What I can say, though, is that Miles up front had a shocker, missed some big chances. He's a top goal scorer this year, and with Danan's lack of goals, it's a bit of a conundrum, viewers. Right, the question is then, do we risk the likes of Stevie Foster? I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to get Foster out. We're going to put Lee Scott in, who have played quite a lot in that role. And Hallahan he's got to say, more goals this season. Quite enjoys playing in that attacking role. I've been mixing and matching, maybe a little bit too much. Maybe that's part of the issue. But we'll get some boys on the bench as well. Togwell can play as well. He's one of the fitter ones. Brett Squires, not this time, my friend. Miles is going to start up top again, though. I'd say he's been the only striker really scoring goals, so I think it'd be foolish to take him out. There's a chance I would play Brucey in this one, in that shadow striker role, but I don't know, actually, I might start with that for some reason. Luke Bruce to play as the shadow striker, and then if we're struggling for a goal, then we can bring Miles on. I think the chances of us taking a lead here isn't massively likely, but I want to be in the game, and we're sort of crowding out in the middle, which is the plan really. Put Stevie Foster on the bench actually for Canavan. Right, so let's get into this then. I should quickly give you the back line. Hallett, Hammer, McCormack and Pring at the back. Qantas there as well. Douglas, Scott and Hallan in the centre. Then Clark Stoke on one side, Fryers the other, and Brucey up top through the middle. Pleased that Fryers is fit and okay to play. Very pacey, causes a lot of problems. He's one of our better players. Thank you to Burton. With their legs here, and that suits us down to the ground. Let's go and cause an upset. I like that. Boys don't mind it either. Let's tell them I believe they've got what it takes. Come on then, lad. Let's have this. Come on, Stevenage. Stevenage are quite good. I'm not gonna look through the team. I don't. It's just gonna unnerve me. It's gonna put me very. It's gonna put me in a mood of sort of fear. Fitness-wise, I hate saying this because then we always lose. Fitness-wise, I do notice that happens a lot. They're not in the best shape. So, I mean, maybe, just maybe. As the game goes on, we're playing a possession-based like system, style. We've got Brucey filling in the hole as well as Fryers. First chance of the game, this. You never know. We're a Vanarama South side. We're not the worst team ever, as it goes all the way through to Truman, who is their goalkeeper. See if he'll put on a show for us today. Because he kicks it forward towards Samuel. Pring gets there first. Yates is going to pick it up. And I do wonder, will our three in midfield be able to counteract their decent players in the centre as Norris puts it in? And I'm going to go for it a bit. We're going to attack straight away. I'm not going to sit back and try and defend something that we can't defend. Do you know what? We might have to close down a little bit more as well. I want to sort of take it to them. Let's close down as much as possible and try and make this game a little bit tighter. I'm not going to exploit the flanks so much. We've got options across that forward line. We don't have to just force it out wide every time. Get Brucey involved. Another chance though, and it's played up towards this right-hand side or our left-hand side as Norris is on it again. Hallett with a decent save. It remains 1-0. 20 minutes gone. Not the best start. All right, Brucey's on it. He plays it back, and now Hallahan with a chance to put the ball forward. It's a bit aimless from Hallahan, you've got to say. And now Kitchie on that side brings it away. Norris, the goal scorer, plays it forward to Samuel, who shot on goal. Is that Alex Samuel? I've had him in a team once relatively recently. Yeah, it is. I think it was a Plymouth save I did on Twitch, but yeah, he's gonna absolutely destroy me. Great, yeah, great. Right, I don't want to let everybody down. I don't think we're going to win. I don't know. We might be a bit open, but at the same time, maybe we need to go with a striker in the second half. Or maybe two up top and bring on Danan and Miles and try and play a bit more non-league. I don't know. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. I'm gonna try something we've not done this year. Our wide players are having little to no impact. I think sort of the technical disadvantages they have are potentially not helping. So let's get them both off. I mean, Douglas is having a poor game as well. Danan's going to come on then, as is Miles, and they're going to both play up front. We're going to play Brucey in behind and sort of play a three. Danan's going to be the advanced forward. We're going to have Miles as the poacher, and we'll just see if this makes any difference whatsoever. We'll keep the passing a bit shorter as well. We'll try and keep it in the centre. With that in mind, is it time for a triple change? I think it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming onto the field, it's Andy Chenoy!
Just to dictate. Come on, Andy. Don't let me down. All right, triple change at half time. We've gone for broke a little bit. We'll see if it makes any impact whatsoever, I guess. Apparently wants to counter at this stage, but as they come forward again, well, let's see. Kitchen plays it back, and they're working it very nice. You can tell Stevenage are much better than. Well, okay, Hallett. Let's just. Did he use his hands? I mean, answers on a postcard, to quote my friend Jack. I don't think he will have done. I think he'd have thrown a leg at it. But we'll see. We'll watch together, by all means. I think it's always entertaining seeing how Hallett's attempted to make a save. It's a good finish from distance, but it's gone almost straight at him as it flies in. He's doing it again. The YMCA is back, everyone. It's fun to stay. I mean, he's literally stayed at it, hasn't he, all this time? I think because of our league standing, confidence was high going into this. I now feel like a bloody fool. I'm going to switch it up to the counter because the attacking thing is just making us too open. I don't want us to lose like 6-0. They're working it nicely, though. Another highlight for them. Whiteman this time plays it through. Norris is there. We're getting well and truly humbled here. More possession, but humbled. I thought this was going to be the start of a great FA Cup run. I thought it's not. It's just the end of it. Can we get a goal, though? A consolation prize. As Miles is on it now. Hallahan, come on, want someone. Make an impact in the FA Cup first round proper. Anybody. Hammer. Oh, no, he's got it. Has he? Yeah, good, fine. Back to Andy Tannoy. He's already got a booking. Into Brucey. We've seen little of him in this game. We've seen no attacking players in this game. As Danan now. Look at this lovely passing football. We're playing on short passing. And we're knocking it around like we're 4-0 up. We're not. We're getting battered. Brucey there. Back to Andy Tannoy. You can see he's sitting at the base of it. Just dictating left, right and centre. Brucey, can he play it through? He goes back again. I mean, this is like watching Barcelona. But it's, I mean, against Roma, that's part of the prop. Oh, okay. Well, is that going to be? Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Sorry, I got the impression we were going to do something. Didn't really work it into the box there, did we? Considering we've got 2 strikers. 75 minutes gone, and a launched through ball to Liam Danan, and his first goal of the season. It's in the FA Cup. Actually, it might not be his first goal of the season, but it's his first goal for a long time. He hasn't got any in the league this year. I mean, of course, Liam Danan steps up on the biggest of occasions. That's the ball that weak foot of Hammer can play 60-yard through balls. I mean, why am I not instructing to do that all the time? What a comeback this might be. Miles now goes forward. He's got Danan to his left-hand side. Liam Danan, I mean, okay then. Marky Miles gives it to Liam Danan's got the ball. He's running back to the centre circle. That is hopeful. I mean, we'll watch it because we've not scored too many in today's episode. Miles puts it across. There's Liam Danan. The comeback start. 10 minutes to go. I mean, it would be outrageous, wouldn't it? I mean, the substitutions at half-time have proved very good. I think we can all agree. And that then, I think, is going to be that 5-2 is nowhere near as disgraceful as 5-0. So, I mean, we'll take the goals, shall we? This does, though, mean that we get to focus on the league, which is the classic thing you say when you get embarrassed in the cup. I'll passionately say, put aside the result. Pleasing performance. They've done all right there against the league. Ah, well, it was a good team talk, wasn't it? Right then, folks, that is going to bring us to the end today. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow for more with Thames FC. When will that be, actually? Let's have a cheeky look. I think, it might be the casuals again now. I've played the casuals a lot. Let's go for Brackley. They're up there with us. Brackley and Wellstone. That'll be the game then, and we'll see how we do in that one. I'll see you for it. Goodbye.